everybody. How y'all doing? Welcome back to JLerone Presents, where we talk about the facts, foolishness, and black female effery. Today's video, we're going to be talking about black women and witchcraft, right? So I know y'all have heard a lot about, black women, doing these or dabbling in the dark arts and anything like that. So we're going to look at Jeremy Hill, to where he talks about it. He pulls up a lot of videos on these women practicing witchcraft, right? So we're going to go ahead and get into that. And the one I use on the thumbnail, we're going to listen to her as well. I don't know what she was thinking. I don't know if that's a bad eye, if she got a contact that makes her eye look like that, or if that's a filter. But we're going to listen to her as well. That shit is crazy. But you guys that don't believe that witchcraft is a real thing, there are women who do dabble in that, and just the way they think, man, is delusional, right? And they practice this stuff, and they practice this witchcraft, knowing that a lot of these women are unstable, right? And they practice this stuff, not realizing when you have dark energy like that, it pulls away, it makes you dark, right? They don't realize what they're getting into. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into this video, you guys. Go ahead, hit that like button, subscribe, share, all right? It helps the channel grow. And let's go ahead and get into it. Fair use, fair use.
Always use your menstrual blood to get a man. You should do other things to get a man. Let's get it.
You don't do this if you don't know what you do. You do know it's more you have to do than just period blood and spaghetti. Don't just put it in there and just expect for him to just go crazy over you. It's levels to it. Not to mention it's nasty as hell. And let's be real, if you really have to do that, then he's not your man. He was never your man. I wouldn't even want my man if I had to do that. Now, when this man really starts acting crazy, like obsessive crazy, domestic violence crazy, call 911 crazy, you're gonna regret it. Like, is this all y'all know? Just period and food? Like, it's like way more stuff you can make.
Did you hear what she said? Because she is a practicing witch, and she says there's other things you can do other than, most of us heard about the put blood in the spaghetti and whatever. No, they put blood in other things too. I'm going to show you B. Simone, her wife is a witch, and she put her blood in her food, and you're going to hear it from her own mouth. I'm going to play that in a little bit. But this woman is telling you there's other things you can do. Now look at it. I want you to understand this, man. She's not a woman that looks like she practices witchcraft. The woman on the screen, I even met a woman who was fine as hell in real life, and she was a
Yeah, and I just want to say, like he was saying, that there's women who don't look like it, but I also want to talk about what she was saying earlier when she talked about if you got to do this, if you got to put this type of spell on a man, do you really want him, right? What's the point in putting a spell on a man to make him want you and to lust after you when that man don't want you to begin with? That's crazy. But a lot of women, they're in their feelings and they want what they want. They see a man, they want that man. Even though that man is not paying them any attention, they will put a spell on him just to get him. Just to say, well, this is my man. You know what I'm saying? But not realizing that putting a spell on a guy, the ramifications of that, that man could just go crazy one day. You know what I'm saying? And that happens too. He's going to be more, he's going to be, what's what I'm looking for? He's going to be possessive, right? He's going to be really possessive. And even if he saw you talking to another guy, he could flip off and do something crazy. You know what I'm saying? And women don't realize that when they put these spells on these dudes.
witch, a black lady. I mean, I didn't know. You know what I mean? I got away from her.
But yeah, let's move on. I'm moving on to another part here real quick.
A voodoo doll, man. It's a very short clip, but she. One more time.
Yeah, and this is just a woman right here who's doing spells. She's dancing and she's got, I think it's some type of incantation that she's doing right here.
Oh, I got more. Let me go ahead and play the B Simone thing, because I'm gonna get deeper than that, man. I'm gonna play the I want you to hear Ray.
This is Raven Simone. Raven Simone wife was on this talk show, and they called her, and she was telling her how she put.
Let's get going. No music.
She was telling her how she put menstrual blood in her pasta.
But this goes so low.
What's her name?
Hello.
Miranda? Hello?
Hello.
Hi, Miranda. It's Howie.
Hi, Howie.
How are you? You're on the podcast with my daughter, Jackie, and your wife.
Hello. I'm on the podcast.
Yeah. Hi. We were talking about the kitchen and who does the cooking, and she was talking about how you dehydrate placenta in the kitchen.
Uh-huh. It's true.
So here's the thing. Have you ever put your own personal menstrual blood into
Pasta sauce.
pasta sauce?
That is
You hear that? She's admitting to putting blood, okay, in her food. It said Raven Simone's wife. Look at the caption. Raven Simone's wife is a doula, is a witch or something like that, and admits to using voodoo in her pasta sauce to make her fall in love with her. Blood is considered by the practitioners of prayer, ritual, magic, and spell casting to intensify the power of such activities. It's a blood ritual that is performed by witches. Let's keep going.
Breaking news.
I never thought anyone would ever ask me that question, so I can't lie.
Oh
Damn
my
it,
God.
Howie.
Wow. Breaking news.
My wife.
Breaking news.
No wonder I
That's why
love
she
her
loves my-
pasta
that's why
sauce.
she loves my tomato sauce.
Yeah. I was telling them, she was like, do you have pasta sauce once a month? I'm like, oh my God, I have pasta sauce once a month.
And that's funny to her, right? She's under a spell. She's under a trance, and she probably don't even know it. Her wife is giving her pasta sauce once a month. Make that make sense, right? She's doing that to keep her in a trance or in a spell, but she don't realize it. But to her, it's funny. This shit is crazy, man. These women will do anything to get what they want.
Once a
my
month.
God.
Yeah.
Oh my
Shit.
God.
That's wild.
No,
And she don't understand how bad that really is. All right, she don't understand it. That's why she out there eating carpet and shit like that and all kind of other things, because
Yeah, because she's under a spell. Now let's get on to this. Now this woman she a trip. I guess she got on some type of filter, but she's finna talk about how her family has been practicing the dark arts for all these years.
eyes. I want you to take a look at the filter that she chose to use for her eyes and listen to it. Let's get it.
I am from New Orleans, and my family has been in New Orleans for 300 years. There is 300 years of witchery in my blood. And when I tell you that there are many practitioners who have sold themselves and their gifts for fame, for glory, for entertainment. New Orleans is not what it used to be. It is commercialized, and it has.
So she's saying they've sold their soul to be famous. Is what she's saying.
Been given over to the same thing that enslaved our ancestors. Think about it.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so this stuff, man, there's some women that's really deep into this stuff, man. And I'm not done with you yet. I told you I'm gonna show you a lady who I can't play the music in the background for copyright. It's gonna be a very short clip because the lady is has another content creator is gonna stitch it, right? But read the caption. I gotta hit the music down. Just play it right now. Hold on. I'm gonna read it for you. It says, daughter who does voodoo on everyone who looks at her. That's the daughter. She gonna do a dance, and then her mother, the witch, is gonna come up too. That's the daughter. Being taught witchcraft. That's the mother. In the caption it says, mama who teaches her everything she knows. Now let's go ahead and let it play all the way through. I'm gonna go ahead and hit that sound off just a second. Teaching her daughter witchcraft. Let's get it.
Video, this mother is boasting about teaching her daughter on how to perform witchcraft on other students at the school. And what I want to say is witchcraft is very demonic, and it is sad that now in the modern days, parents are teaching their child how to perform such demonic acts. And this is why it's very important for all parents to plead the blood of Jesus.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. You got your kids. The kids don't understand what they're doing. They're just doing what you telling them to do, right? She's just watching her mom do these dances, which are like ritual dances, and these kids don't understand that. So they're teaching their kids witchcraft, which is a dark art, and they're not preparing them for what can happen. You know what I'm saying? You got to sacrifice something whenever you get into these dark arts, right? Whenever you get into this witchcraft and you're practicing these dark arts, it takes from you. You know what I'm saying? You got to give something in order to get something, and they're not preparing their daughters for that. So just imagine this child being in school and somebody, pisses her off, so to speak, makes her mad. Teacher, principal, another student, male or female, and she knows how to conjugate some type of spell, right? She could do anything to these kids or to these adults, man, and she's not realizing the ramifications of that. Because each time you summon a dark spirit, you're taking from something else that's good, and they don't realize that.
Over their children, especially before they go to school, because of situations like this. In the Bible, it says in Deuteronomy chapter 18, verse 10, it says, "Let no one be found among..."
Let's move it on up to another one. Now, this woman right here, she is telling, that she's admitting that this woman is admitting that she's witnessed witchcraft. Like, she's been in places where women have come in with pictures of their boyfriends or husbands and putting spells on them.
To tell y'all, that I'm getting ready to tell y'all now. Men, you need to watch who you fucking with. I'm in a whole lot of witch, oracle, empress, black women coming into the craft type groups. It is hundreds. I have seen hundreds of pictures of you dudes. Do you understand me? That these women is putting inside of these groups, and on full moons and on new moons, they straight up casting and full flat out spells on y'all because y'all out here being dirty. Look, black man, tell that woman if you fucking around with somebody else. Like, they straight up fucking y'all lives up, and y'all think it's some invisible God out here making you have car accidents, making you be being stuck to a woman, and you can't never let her go, and you can't never get away from her because she didn't put blood in your motherfucking food. She got your picture in the middle of a group with hundreds of other little young ass witches that ain't got no guidance, that ain't got no type of structure and discipline over them, and they just casting. You got 30 to 100 motherfucking women, y'all, sitting here saying, drive him into hell. May he pay for what it is that he did to her. Even if you just made a simple ass mistake, you know what I'm saying? You didn't piss her off today. When you out here dating these women, you need to ask them what the fuck they believe in. I don't care. Just because she a Christian do not mean that she is not playing around with her witch friends.
And she is 100% right, because I've been in churches where, the young women would bring stuff that was considered to be demonic according to their particular, what they call the gospel. I mean, Ouija boards into the church, Luigi boards and all that shit in the church. Tarot cards, all that shit, witchcraft, man. Astrology is witchcraft. I know you don't want to hear it, but you can find all this stuff I'm saying in the Bible. All that. I'm a Libra, I'm an Aquarius, I'm an Aries, I'm a Pisces. That's counting the stars. That's astrology. That is still considered in the Bible. And what's so funny, you Christians, the Proverbs 31 women who run around saying you a Libra and all this other shit, that is still considered to be witchcraft according to the Bible. It's all in the Old Testament. Numerology, that's the same shit. That's witchcraft too. And this woman is telling the truth. The so-called quote unquote, I call them hypocrites, but I guess they want to call themselves Christians, who are playing this shit, who are playing this devilish type of game, man. She's not lying to you. And there are Facebook groups like that where a whole bunch of women come together who claim to be in voodoo, hoodoo, witchcraft, and whatever you want to call it. They all come together in these private groups, and they do try to cast what they call, I keep saying they call because I believe in God. You know, I ain't really worried about all that stuff. But they try to do all these spells and stuff on people. People you don't even know, trying to cast hexes on you. She's not telling you a lie, man. She's telling you the truth. Let's keep going.
She a Christian do not mean that she is not playing around with her witch friends and blood magic, the power of blood. Do you understand? Black women don't believe that motherfucking Jesus Christ shit. We know what the fuck our blood do. We have always known. I'm telling you, black men, watch who you fucking with. Almost every black woman know that if she want a man to put blood in his motherfucking spaghetti, put that shit in his motherfucking tea, whatever, they out here doing it, and I'm watching them. Black men, y'all better watch out.
And you hear what she said about putting blood in the tea and in the spaghetti and stuff like that. Now, the woman before earlier said the same thing. You know, she said the same thing about there's other things that you can do besides put blood in the spaghetti, or you know what I'm saying. She said the same thing. You can put in tea. You can do stuff to the lemonade, the other type of drink. So you know, this stuff is real.
Motherfucking selves and start getting y'all life right. Quit playing with these women out here. They sinking y'all. All y'all asses either locked up. Y'all in some fucked up shit out here. The future of the black man, these young black men, it's not fucking looking good. Like, y'all need to get into y'all wisdom, into y'all own motherfucking knowledge, and find out who you are. Find out who your ancestors are. Y'all out here fighting against shit y'all don't even know y'all fighting against. Like, this shit powerful as hell. Watch yourselves. Watch who y'all date. Check your motherfucking food. Check your teeth. Check your motherfucking toothbrush. Don't let no motherfucking body get no hair. Hey, y'all better protect yourself. That's as much as I can tell you without going into other shit. Fucking save yourself.
Yeah, and what she was saying about the toothbrushes, man. I was dating this woman, right? And, you know, I would go spend the night at her house. And one day I went over there and she had a toothbrush. Like, she said she had bought me a toothbrush, right? But I didn't use it because I was already bringing my own shit over there, right? But you just got to be careful, man. These women will try to set you up. You know, like, even if you're doing your hair, if you're brushing your hair or shaving and stuff like that, they could possibly, you know, get a string of your hair and do something. You know, if you use her toothbrush that she got you to brush your teeth, ain't no telling what she's doing with that toothbrush after you leave. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, like I said, when women give you stuff like that, it's best just to buy your own. You know, I would never leave nothing over there. I would just bring shit over there, and you know, I would use my own toothbrush, my own deodorant, my own soap, and I'll just put it in my bag, you know, in my little shaving kit, and take it home with me, man. I don't believe in leaving shit like that over a woman's house that I'm just dating and then I'm just knocking down or whatever. You know, women, there are things you just got to be careful, man, when you're over a woman's house. You got to look around and see what she has, right? Because you know about the sage, the incense, and all this stuff. And women wear a certain type of jewelry. They wear a certain type of rings, medallions, amulets. You know, you just got to pay attention to that stuff, you know. Some women will even have like a little prayer station where they keep a table with incense and sage and all these candles on it. Be careful about that, because a lot of times they use that little area right there to do chants and prayers and incantations. You just got to pay attention, because these women, man, they be on some bullshit. They be on some BS. Put it that way. Like I said, it's not all, but you know, you just got to be careful of who you're messing with, because they will, like I said, these women are living testimonies. All right, let's keep it moving. Let's see.
Save yourself, black man. She was passionate, so she really believed what she was saying to you, man.
You can. You should not ever.
Family members.
Yeah, and this woman right here, she gonna talk about, you know, you can't trust family members and stuff like that.
They believe. I'm just telling you what they're saying. All I can do is report on it. Hold on, let's get it.
Ladies, you should not ever be on your cycle and leaving a maxi pad or a tampon in somebody else's house. You carry little baggies to take your shit when you go. Do not, I repeat, Do not change your menstrual. I don't care if it's your godmother. I don't care if it's your godfather. I don't care if you think this person is the best person on the earth. I don't give a fuck who it is. Take your shit when you go and discard it outside of that person's house. People are wicked. Everybody is not your friend. People will do things to you. All it has to take is for his mother to not like you and you to be at that house and her to go in there and take that, and she got you jammed up. Don't leave stuff like that in other people's homes. If you are going to have company and it is that time of month, take your garbage out your house too.
Oh yeah. These women are wicked like a mug, ain't they? I ain't done with you. I got more for you. You know how I get down. I got some more to show you. Boy, do I have. Now this woman gonna tell you how to get a man back and what she does to get a man back. Let's get it.
Okay, so a comeback to me is pretty.
So this woman right here is talking about come back to me spell. She's talking about putting a spell on a dude in order to make him come back to her after he done left. Again, women cannot take rejection. They don't like it when you leave them. So if you find yourself, pissed off at a woman and leaving, and then all of a sudden you somehow coming back to her, you might, and you try to figure out what happened. She might have put a spell on you.
Simple.
A come back to me spell.
Okay, so a comeback to me is pretty simple, but if you do know a botanica or a mythological shop, it's going to be much easier. Okay, so find you a red candle, preferably the one that's in the glass, all right? So next, you're going to do some research. Research is always important when it comes down to doing these spells and or these rituals. So do you some research on your favorite love herbs and come back to me herbs that are used to capture his attention. And then this is very, very important. Like I said, do your research. You're going to write out your petition. You're going to basically command him to come back to you.
Damn.
But I don't want to forget. And then you're going to find you a love oil or a love attraction oil. And then you pray. Make sure you pray.
You know that people who worship the devil also pray to the devil, right? You know what I mean? I'm just letting you know. So.
Yep. But be careful when they say pray. You don't know who they're praying to. Now here come the chick I want to show y'all. This is the chick on the thumbnail. This old crazy-eyed heifer right here. Let's get into this shit.
Different clips, man. Check out this one.
So, y'all remember my last video? I told you my sister passed away and she showed up in my dream. Well, today is her homegoing celebration, and yet again, last night, she showed up in my dream. Or better yet, I showed up to wherever she was. And I saw her laying in her casket, and she kept sitting up and trying to get out, but she couldn't get out. She had 2 spirit guides with her that were telling her she has to detach from that vessel in order to get out and move forward, because the vessel can't move from the box. She was upset, worried, afraid, and shocked, because originally she didn't even know that anything like that had happened, and she just woke up in a box. After being there with her for some time and realizing that I can't move her right now, I have to wait until the 7th day to light a candle for her. I walk outside of the building that I was in, and there are people everywhere. And this isn't like bright and colorful. It's like a sepia, almost black and white type of tone to everybody, to everything. And they keep asking me, who am I? Where did I come from? How did I get there? And how did they get out? And I had no idea.
Man, I'm going to tell you, look at this woman's face, man. Look at her face, man. Look at
this shit. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Who would deal with a woman like that? Who would fuck with that? How? That's my question, is how? If you saw this right here walking down the street or in a club or just out and about, who would talk to that? That's ridiculous. That is crazy. That, man, ain't no way, dog. Ain't no way you could get me to talk to a woman like that. That is But this is what they look like. Women like this, just take note of what she got. You know, the nose piercings, the mouth, whatever the shit is in her mouth and her lip. But just the way she dressed, the braids, you know, the stuff she got in her hair. Just take a look. Women like this are what you need to stay away from. More than likely, they are in the dark arts. It's something wrong with them. I'm serious. That shit is crazy. There's no way I deal with a woman like that. No way. You're just asking for trouble.
That shit there, bro. Look at that right there. That woman is possessed by the devil already.
Yep.
Look at that. Just look at that, man. This is the modern day woman. This is the magical, spiritual, voodoo, witchcraft practicing, musty back heifer.
Get out. And I had no idea how to get them out. There's just like a plane of people that are trapped and they can't get out. And some of them look like they had been there for a long time. But I'm gonna say, if anything ever happens to me, y'all make sure I'm not put in a box. Make sure I'm not put in a box. Cremate me or something, because that looked like it was so stressful and unnecessary.
So they're communicating with spirits in their dreams. Now, I don't show you women that's doing spells to try to put blood and everything. I showed you a woman who had a wife put blood in her pasta, and she's just, oh, you fool. Hold on, I got something else to show you. 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. I'll pull it up on your screen. Now, listen to this weirdo. You got to hear this shit.
Hey, my beautiful people. So it's no secret that I have been under the scrutiny for some time now on the spiritual side of TikTok. A lot of people say that I'm fake, say that I'm a scammer, say that I'm a fraud. I have even heard them refer me to as a charlatan. I am Tammy, the voodoo queen. I want to go ahead and set the record straight, just so in case you have some questions, I clear all of them up for you. And hopefully this video will give you better discernment so you can decide who's real and fake, especially on the spirituality side of TikTok. So why do I call myself Tammy the Voodoo Queen? I call myself Tammy the Voodoo Queen because I practice voodoo, and the queen is because it's my birthright. I was put in this position by my birthright. That is the definition of a queen. Now let me...
Black women love to be called queens, don't they? No, it don't matter what the fuck it is. It could be a good queen or a bad. Just call them a motherfucking queen.
My birthright. That is the definition of a queen. Now let me explain to you what voodoo is. Because a lot of people got voodoo mixed up, don't understand what it is. Is voodoo a religion? Yes, it is a religion. Do you have to practice the religion? No, you do not have to practice the religion. Religion is just a way to go about doing something. Take the religion away from voodoo, and what is voodoo? Voodoo is a spirit, dealing with spirits, dealing with the dead, necromancy, spells. So what you're going to get from me is I do not use divination.
It's crazy, man. These women want to be queens no matter what. They don't care if it's like you said, if it's a good queen, bad queen, you know, queen of the damned. They don't care. Just call me a queen. Even though none of them, half of them are probably not even married, right? But yet they want to be called queens. Just, you know, it's just a title to them. But, you know, like I said, they practicing these dark arts, and this chick talking about necromancy, and that's, I think, communicating with the dead. You know, it's crazy. But she's the queen of it, the voodoo queen.
Tools. If I decide to use a divination tool, it's because I feel like it, and that divination tool is a Ouija board. When I get my readings, I do not use a divination tool. The only tool that I use is my intuition.
That's that third eye bullshit. Now I'm gonna tell you something. On the Ouija board, has always been used to communicate with demonic spirits, not just a spirit, devilish, evil, familiar. The Bible calls it familiar spirits. A familiar spirit is a demon. It's a fallen angel. It's an unholy, unclean spirit. And she's telling you she was born to do that. She's a queen. Necromancy is basically talking to dead spirits. Those dead spirits are not your loved ones. Those are familiar spirits. Look it up in the Old Testament. Look it all up. Those dead spirits that you go to a psychic is a witch. An astrologer is a witch. A tarot card reader is a witch. Okay? I know somebody gonna get pissed off today. I don't give a damn. All.
And I don't know if y'all familiar with, you know, a lot of these movies where these witchcraft movies, like, you know, what is it? Damn, like I guess the Huntsman and whatever the other movies are, where they, you know, these witch hunter movies and stuff like that. And you will hear them talk about, you know, familiars. Oh, she's a familiar. Like, you know, with these vampire movies where they have werewolves and witches and warlocks and all this, and they talk about, you know, he's a familiar, she's a familiar. You know, that's where they get this shit from. It ain't just made up words, you know. This is stuff that, you know, it's been passed down, you know, throughout time, you know what I'm saying? So when you hear these words about familiars, you know, somebody's a familiar, that shit is true.
These women are witches. Those psychic hotlines that used to have back in the day, you were just talking to a witch who was talking to the devil and asking him what the hell he got to say to you. All that, I hear a voice and they're telling me to go here. All that, bring me something that your dead loved one used to possess so I can touch it, and then I can communicate with the dead one and they can tell you this and that. That's a witch. Witches are real, okay? All the other shit I don't believe in, but if the Bible says they're real, I believe that it's real. The first king of Israel, Saul, went to a witch. Look it up. Look it up.
Oh yeah, and also you have these people that they call a medium. You know, you have mediums, which is like an in-between, a go-between. And a lot of mediums, they can communicate with the familiars as well. So, you know, you just gotta be, you know, just gotta look this shit up, man, and be familiar, be familiar with these words. All right, like this medallion she wearing, this necklace she wearing. You know, y'all gotta be you know, watch out for this shit, man. You know, that's all I gotta say. Just watch out for this shit.
Conjure up, I think it was Samuel the prophet, and then Samuel the prophet prophesied to Saul and told me his whole family gonna get wiped out. If I'm correct, don't quote me, but I think that's how it went. So let's keep going.
When I do my mediumships, meaning that I have sessions where I contact the dead, I do not use the divination tool. I use my spirit. I astral travel. I go find that dead person. I talk to them, and we have a conversation with their loved ones. When I help people and I remove curses, I work spirit to spirit, okay? If you have not guessed, I'm all about the spirit.
And she's a medium. I think she said when she do her mediumships, she's a medium. So she's a go-between. She's an in-between.
Again, it's my birthright. I have a special relationship with the spirits, the spiritual realm, and dead people, okay? That is my job. I was put on this earth in a human form. That is why I don't need anything. Again.
She don't even think she's a fucking human. She thinks she's a spirit that was designed to be here in the human form. Do you hear this shit?
Yep, crazy.
I was put on this earth in a human form. That is why I don't need anything. Again, I am a queen because it is my birthright. I am who I am. I'm not knocking anybody that uses a divination tool. I'm not saying that anybody on the side of spiritual TikTok is a fraud, but when they want to come from me, that's my resume. That is what I do, okay? If you can't do that, then you can't say nothing about me. You just practice. You're a practitioner, okay? It's on you, not in you. Am I the only person that has a special relationship with the dead and can do this? Absolutely not. I talk to people all the time that do what I do. They just choose not to come public with it. Everybody has a place. Everybody has a position that they need to play. I'm choosing to do mine unapologetically. Okay, so anybody who has a problem with it, that means they have a problem with my spirit because their spirit can't do what I can do. It's called jealousy.
You hear that shit? Even with
even the witches be hating on each other. These motherfuckers, demons, can't even get along. Boy, it's some bullshit. That's crazy. You got women who are practicing these dark arts and they can't even get along with each other. That tells you a lot right there, right? But she was put on this earth. She was put in that body to do what she do, to be a voodoo queen. But yet, they still got hatred among the ranks. Can't make this shit up.
I know about voodoo. I deeply know about it. In Louisiana, we don't play about that shit. Like, that's one topic, one thing we don't fucking play about. People are so sleep on the fact that people really play with voodoo. You probably really have somebody putting voodoo on your life and you don't even know because you sleep on the fact that that shit is real, but it's really fucking real, and it's really people out here that is so fucking miserable that they sitting around doing that shit to people.
Is there any way to know if you're under a voodoo spell?
You really have to go to a voodoo lady, and even if that's something you don't believe in, that's something everybody should do. I don't care if you don't believe in that shit. You might don't believe in it, but it's people out here that don't fucking like you that believe in it, that's putting that shit on you, and you going through hell in life, and you wondering where the fuck is all this hell coming from?
And that's crazy. You go to a voodoo priestess to see if you got voodoo put on you. I mean, how I understand it. If you get one that's gonna actually tell you some good shit, but you might run into a motherfucking charlatan that might be telling you some BS. You know, I mean, you don't know. You might have a voodoo spell put on you. You might not. You might be talking to a reputable voodoo queen, a voodoo priestess, but how do you know for sure? I mean, this shit it's ridiculous, man. There's so many. Yeah, this shit is crazy.
Now, what I'm about to do for you right now and put on the screen is a old black elder woman. She's gonna give you her experience about voodoo. In my family, I had to deal with it. I haven't had to deal with it personally, but my daddy.
Let's see what he's talking about here.
Anyway, let's keep going. I'll put it on the screen.
He took that big wheel and went on by it. Went somewhere up in Georgia. Mama didn't do nothing to him. You know how men live. They just see a woman, and they use long back in then. They use a lot of roots, you know.
To get the woman?
Yeah, to get what the man.
You talking about the woman?
The woman did.
Would use roots to get the man.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
Yeah, they did. What? Oh yeah. Look at that boy, the blacks. You don't know who I'm talking about, but I'm just gonna say. They the blacks wanted them to marry one of them. He didn't want none of them. He knows what. You don't pick nobody for the marriage.
Yeah.
He married that girl, and this is true. They had her crawling like a snake, barking like a dog.
What?
This is true. This is fact.
From the root.
Crawling like a snake and barking like a dog because they got a root.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And he married her. And that's what they done to her.
Wow.
He got his wife straight.
Yeah.
I don't know where he went, and I don't know where he went. I don't know the day. I'll be honest with you. I don't know. But when he got his wife straight now, he left that one night. Nobody never knows where he went.
Wow. They evil?
They used to be guarded with that stuff.
Whoa. I don't want no man that bad. I got to do that.
Well, that's what the man told me when I went over there. I can fix him so he give you someone don't come out that long one.
Yeah.
I can fix him so he give you all. I said, I don't want all this. Tommy, open his mouth. That's one thing that come out my mouth. I said, I don't want his mouth.
Yeah.
I'm going to leave him around like a puppy and take his money.
You ain't want no money that bad.
No.
Yeah, what she's saying is that they told her that they could give her a spell or a root to a man so he could, so he could be hers. And she said she don't want all that, man following her around like a little puppy dog and giving her, all his money. She said she don't want it.
No, I didn't.
That's crazy.
There you go. First-hand account.
But yeah, that's crazy, man. These women that practice these dark arts, man. You got to be careful, And like I said, it's you got to read up on them, man. You just got to read up on them because they have. It's certain women, like I said, you can tell certain ones who practice it because of what they wear, the medallions, their rings, earrings, facial tattoos, facial tats. They even wear these little trinkets and stuff in their hair and stuff like that. So, and then like I said, if you go to one's house, you'll know. Because you'll see little artifacts, little stations with the sage, the incense, the candles, and you just got to pay attention. Really, you just got to pay attention, man. But you guys, drop some comments down below. Let me know what you think about this, man, about these women, black women, specifically who practice witchcraft. All right? Please, you guys, be good to yourselves. By all means, let's be good to one another. I'll catch you guys in the next one, all right? And yeah, I'll leave you guys with this one right here.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you
we don't care.
Jerry.
All right, you guys enjoy your weekend. Peace.